Hello everyone, we are Group 4, and I'm 电机2乙杨振宇. Today, we are going to talk about, do people in the 21st century need literature? Why? What kind of literature do we need? And I think, yes, we still need literature. Although the current information flows so fast that we can hardly care about literature. But I think this will make literature more important, and we will think that when literature appears, it is usually something that requires a sense of ritual, such as lyrical performance, handwritten love letters, or even such as wedding and funeral. And the most common literary work we see are books and that record the past. To understand history, we can know the situation at that time from an article or work handed. We can know what the article wants to say from the content of the article, and we can know the popular style at that time from the format of the article. Therefore, literature is not only a sense of ceremony. There are practical use as well. Every area has its own different literature, and I think the literature needed in this area should be mixed, because modern people are not very willing to get in touch with over-complicated literature, but can make people understand something while making people happy. And they are relatively approachable. As for the format, I think programming language can be used. After all, this society is an area of technology, and programming language can be read not only by humans, but also by computers. Perhaps, in the future, humans will be lazier and will directly ask computers to help them read historical literature and then let them know what the content is. And the question 2. I did like to read more by Ernest Miller Hemingway, because the story he wrote did not include complex detail. So, when you read it for the first time, you might not know what to look at, which makes people a little confused. But if you think about it carefully, you will find that there are actually many small details in it, and these details allow readers to discover and fill in the blanks, and finally add their own idea to complete a story.
Hello everyone, we are Group 4, and I'm 经济3乙的江正业. Today, the theme of our group is, do people in the 21st century need literature? Why, and what kind of literature do we need? In the 21st century, I think the existence of literature is still necessary. Literature can develop human civilization and witness the history of mankind. In human civilization, literature has taught people what are correct values and told them correct knowledge. Literature brings the possibility of human beings to inherit knowledge. It enriches people's spiritual knowledge and smoothes people's hearts when they are vacant. Literature enriches people's self-cultivation, enriches our spiritual world and allows us to find a place of spiritual freedom when we are tired of real life. Literature improves people literacy and at the same time gives people ideas, teaches people to think without becoming ignorant, and establishes the history and connection of the nation. As people age, they pass on the knowledge of the past, forming a unique culture, and the cultures of different nations will also be affected by the inheritance of different literature. People grow old, but literature records the ancient said and did, and it will last forever. Among the various forms of literature, I think history is the most dispensable part, and history occupies a pivotal position in the whole literature. The relationship between literature and history is inseparable. Literature records human civilization and development in history, and enables people to learn lessons from historical experience. Love and affection is the most romantic part of literature. It teaches people to express what they love. It first stimulated the desire of human progress, and also learned how to help each other in difficulties. The warmth of family affection and the sweetness of love are definitely the most desired and softest part in the human's hearts. Hello everyone, I'm going to answer my second question. I would read more by O. Henry because he is a talented and creative writer. His book has a very healing power and deeply attractive to the masses. O. Henry's style ending is also pretty humorous and unexpected to me. The ways it ends is captivating. It makes me read more and more, finally got me into it. His book also has a great success in the market. It's popular and classic in literature. It is a novel with culture significance and connotation. He's an author I definitely don't want to miss reading his books.
Hello everyone, we are Group 4, and I'm 电机二乙中信. Today we are going to talking about do people in the 21st century need literature? Why? And what kind of literature do we need? I think people still need literature in the 21st century because literature is not just the word, but rich in many different meanings. Literature can not only enable people to learn the principles of life and conduct, but also guide people in their direction. Even it is exciting, and literature is an art, an artistic form of expression that expresses the author's inner world with language. Some people say that literature comes from life and is higher than life. Without literature, people's life will become dry and boring and lack the joy of life. When people's material needs are met, their spiritual world urgently needs to be supplemented accordingly, and literature can just sweep away the garbage in people's mind and bring us hope and strength back to reality. Now people's life is often busy, and all kinds of troubles in life follow. in order to alleviate the loneliness in the heart. Literary creations was born. It provides people with a new spiritual leisure place, puts people's inner world together with language and words, and forces two or several people who do not intersect. We emphasize with each other and are completely involved in the story. And this false sense of reality makes people feel dependent on literature. After reading for a long time, they will gradually like reading literary works more and more. And I think fable novels are most needed by people because they can make people reflect and make corrections so as to make human society more progressive. Thank you, everybody. And I think I would like to read Hemingway's novels more because her novels are more evocative and think about the direction and issue of life. Thank you, everybody.